wizards and see what you get. Hey everyone, I'm Avalon. In this brand new episode of Clash Royale, I will use this deck. It combines the Hog Rider, Goblin and Freeze strategy together with the P.E.K.K.A, Ice Wizard and Regular Wizard. I also take the Elixir Drill and the Arrows. It has an average cost of 4.1. Let's get into action!
Mehr drin. Mit der Maestro-Karte von der TKB
First battle is against Lekani. And I'm having the Hog Rider and the Minion first, which would make for a really good push on one line, but still, I decide to drop the P.E.K.K.A first, speculating that I will get both wizards next. And he counters that pretty well with those 3 musketeers. Now that's really a danger, and I basically have to put the Ice Wizard on the left side to slow them down. That leaves me no other choice. And also the Hog Rider, they're pretty good attack he does there. And I freeze those troops and I'm able to counter it with the Goblins, trying to take them out. So far he ignored my P.E.K.K.A, which is pretty dangerous. But now he defends with Barbarians and those doing a lot of damage. So I decide to counter on the left side as well with the Ice Wizard and my Hog Rider. And the Hog Rider actually reaches the tower. The P.E.K.K.A has died without doing any damage, but the Hog Rider does a lot of damage. And he's forced to freeze the Hog Rider there. His tower already at 1000 health points, now at 700, 500 health points. So I could do a lot of damage there. Next, I deploy an Elixir Drill to build up more Elixir. So that's a basic requirement. If I want to attack with the P.E.K.K.A and the Wizards, that's pretty an expensive deck. So I really rely on that Elixir Drill, especially in the double Elixir phase. Again, I drop a P.E.K.K.A. This time I have both Wizards ready, the regular and the Ice Wizard. I let the P.E.K.K.A walk a little bit, it takes some time. He counters it again with the 3 musketeers, but this time on the side where the P.E.K.K.A is, and he doesn't know that I plan to drop the Goblin and the Hog Rider on the other side of the map. That's the plan here. Getting him busy on the right side and then attack on the left side. You see also how the P.E.K.K.A and my wizards can do a lot of damage. He freezes them. Basically he needs all his defenses to slow them down. Wizards doing work on his tower, and 1 tower already down on the left side by my counter attack with the Hog Rider and the Goblin. And I drop another P.E.K.K.A, increasing the pressure here with 2 Ice Wizards on the map, and he's defending desperately with the Ice Wizard and his Barbarians, basically ignoring the damage my Hog Rider does to his King Tower, and down it goes. He ignored the King Tower because he had to defend against the P.E.K.K.A. The P.E.K.K.A doing so much pressure, and this was a nice 3 crown attack. The next battle is against Swizzle. And I have the P.E.K.K.A, 1 wizard, the Ice Wizard is next, so I basically decide to attack with the P.E.K.K.A first. Usually I would prefer to attack with the P.E.K.K.A in double Elixir time, or when I have at least 1 Elixir Drill up. He attacks with the Royal Giant here, and yeah, that's pretty common at the moment after the last update, because the Royal Giant is OP. I take the risk and still drop my P.E.K.K.A with the 2 wizards on the right lane to push for his tower. And yeah, that's pretty dangerous because the Royal Giant is doing a lot of damage to my tower and I have to freeze him. And my P.E.K.K.A reaches his tower, doing a lot of damage there, and I'm actually able to take out his tower, attacking his Royal Giant with my goblins and able to stop him. So I'm ahead 1 tower at the moment. But he attacks with Barbarians here, and that's a pretty smart move because I basically have nothing to defend at the moment. Pretty bad luck there with the deck, because the only thing I got at this moment is the Ice Wizard. And yeah, he's doing a lot of damage there to my right tower and actually is able to take out the right tower. So he was kind of lucky there that I really did have nothing to defend at that moment. A well push there by Swizzle at that moment. And my Ice Wizard and P.E.K.K.A attacking his King Tower once again. I'm trying to push it for the King Tower here, which is kind of risky. He drops another Royal Giant. I'm attacking the Royal Giant with the Wizard. He will basically ignore the Wizard and just go for my King Tower. And my P.E.K.K.A takes him out pretty easily. Now my P.E.K.K.A. walking to the King Tower. Elixir Drill destroyed. P.E.K.K.A. taking damage. Again, he deploys the Barbarians. Pretty good defense against the P.E.K.K.A. I'm able to freeze them. And yeah, I don't know what I did there with those arrows. That was basically a mistake. I'm pushing on the left lane here with the Hog Rider. I am able to do some damage, but he counters that pretty well with his minions. And those minions already approach my tower. And Barbarians from the right side. Pretty strong push there. At this moment, and I'm only having Wizard and his Royal Giant attacking again. I'm trying to stop him with the P.E.K.K.A. Am I able to take out his Royal Giant? His Royal Giant did some damage to the tower. He basically ignores all the troops but the tower, and that's pretty dangerous. That's part of why the Royal Giant is so OP at the moment. Again, he's able to take out my Hog Rider and P.E.K.K.A. pretty early with Zap and Barbarians. My deck, again, pretty bad at this moment. Just in the wrong rotation in this battle here. Again, his Barbarians approaching the tower, and he drops another Royal Giant, and look how OP the Royal Giant is. He basically just goes for the tower. He ignores everything else. And if you're able to drop the Royal Giant in front of the... Hey everyone, welcome! Welcome back. Yeah, we need music. There you go. Hey everyone, welcome! It's Wednesday, or no, it's Monday. Damn, it's not even Wednesday. It's Monday. I wish it was Wednesday. Anyways, it's Monday. It's Monday. We're gonna play some Clash Royale. I hope that's okay with you guys. I'm gonna play with my Mini. And then, as always, it says it all up here. Once we hit 100 likes, the tournament is actually already created. I created a 2000 gems tournament for all the subscribers, so make sure to subscribe. And hey, the real 50 Shades of Rage in the house. Hey. At 100 likes of this video, I will let the first 100 people join the tournament. At 150, we're probably gonna fill it up. At 9, which is in 1 hour, actually in 50 minutes from now, we'll have Royal Premier League. And in Royal Premier League, we'll have, I gotta look this up. We're gonna have the team Extremadura. I never heard of the team before. Extremadura against Millenium. We all know Millenium from the last Royal Premier League season. And so we're gonna have that. But we're gonna also have a tournament. We're gonna have both. We're gonna have 2000 gems tournament and the other tournament. It's amazing. By the way, did my tweet go out? Now live. Yeah, there you go. Nice one. So, like the video. The faster you like this video and subscribe, the faster we can start the tournament. That's how easy it is. It's already created. So, we're gonna do this here. We're gonna play with my level 1. I could try to share it again, but yeah, I don't know. It's always a little bit tricky. Let me also say hi. Let's see who's there. Kang Pimp in the house. Hey, then Motti Gavrilov. Sovata, Motti Gavrilov. The real 50 Shades of Rage. Beautiful Mrs. Scoop is in the house. And Silver X Drago. I'm hosting you. Big thumbs up. I think the hosts are not showing. I don't know why. Hosts are not showing somehow. On the overlay. I don't know what it is. Clash with CSK. FUK Monday, he says. Heinrich Rademann, hey. Royal Monadel, Motti Gavrilov, Clash with CSK, Dirt Master, Like a Boss, Brazilian. Shout out to Brazil. Then Nit Q is back. Hi, Nit Q, welcome back. Avalon, beautiful Mrs. Scoop in the chat. Like a Boss Gamer, Jordan Shilaji is here, Tiago, and that's the top of my chat, guys. So, Nova 1 Daniel is here, awesome. Yeah, guys, let me know once we hit 100 likes, because then we're already on 51. You guys kicking it like crazy. We're already on 51 likes. Awesome. So everybody like the video, and then we can fill it up very soon. I'm on my level 1. I will play some battles with my level 1. Let me, if you guys wanna, let me share a link. Let me just share the link quickly here. If you want to be friend with my level 1, it's a lot of fun to play the level 1. So let me quickly copy this link here, the friends link for my level 1. Invite friends, copy. I hope it works. You never know what you're gonna get when you try to copy that link. Ooh. I'm in the notes. Hey, Tucker! Woo, 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 woo! Who is RPL winner last season? I'm not even sure, to be honest. I think it was Team Queso, but I'm not sure if it was Team Queso or another great team. I can't say for sure, guys. That's how my memory is. So, this is the link, okay. Now, this link should sync up nicely. And then I should have it over here and be able to share it. That's the link. Okay, we got a bit.ly it, otherwise it doesn't work. We already learned that. It only works as a bit.ly link. The bit.ly link is right here. Really? Is that the proper link? Yes. Okay, and then let's share it right here on Twitch. Yeah, we gotta add a message too. Where's the message? There you go. Click this link to add my level 1. Dang. No! I'm so stupid. Damn it! Where's the link? Give me that link again! I just deleted the link. Dang. Okay, there you go. So, finally ready to share the link. First on Twitch. There's the link on Twitch. And the link on YouTube. There you go. That's the link. I hope it works. Let me try it just for a second. Yeah, it works. Good! So yeah, there you can be friend with my level 1. I shared it. No, we don't want to see the intro again. like! Silver X Drago. It should work. It should work. The link should work. Okay, let's open this chest. What is this notification, by the way? We have this notification there. Gotta check what that notification is. This one. Oh! Go away! Go away! Oresti, go away! I didn't want to check the notification. With my main you can easily connect with Facebook. So, join. Okay, let's try this. And if we hit 100 likes, we're gonna open the tournament for first 100 people. And in 45 minutes, we're gonna stream Royal Premier League. A new team, a team I've never seen before, Extremadura. But we know Millenium, so gonna see how that works. And Jürgen, thanks for the sub. Yeah, guys, get the sub going. Like Zwerge67 just subbed. That's amazing. 13:55. Thanks. Stream has been running for 13 minutes and 55 seconds already. Unbelievable. Time goes by so fast. Yeah, slight problem there. Yeah, 13 minutes. 50 seconds. Gotta write that down. Let's try to support. No, not the witch, please. Ah, damn it. That witch. Gang pimp, hey! Need Q, go, go, go. Yeah, we had a bad start. I was distracted. I was a bit distracted. Let me try to win this. Let me try. They're level 9 though, it's very tough, you know. Now you should put something in. Push for that tower. They always play the Executioner. Feels like I'm playing alone. There's the Fireball. Nice. But... I don't know. Go Avalon! You will win! Steve! Steve, welcome! Yeah, we're far behind here. Very difficult. Okay, if you want to place it there, I'm gonna place the Giant up front. Let's also place the Prince right behind. Maybe they're not careful. Nice Fireball though. And Prince come. No, not that tornado! Stop it with the tornado! Yes, we made it. We're at the tower. Very nice play there. And they don't even have the tower yet. But they'll get it. I'm pretty sure we can stop the balloon on time. Pretty sure we cannot stop that balloon on time. Okay, we gotta build a push on the left lane. Yeah, go for the tower. We don't care. We just gotta take one tower here. We have 20 seconds to take one tower. So let's go. Rock and roll. Rock and roll, baby. Here you go. Rock and roll. They always underestimate the level 1, I tell you. Nice one. Nice one. Well played. Level 6 beats level 9. Only here on this channel. It's amazing, but we only got a silver chest. So I gotta write down the times actually. When did this battle start? Holy. What did I say? 15 minutes? 16 minutes? I think it was 15 minutes something. 15 minutes and something. Let me put the time code. Level 1 2v2 started at, let's say, 15 minutes. I'm not 100% sure when it started. 15 minutes 00. That's where it starts. Let's put that in the description. There you go. And then sometime later we're gonna have the Royal Premier League, and I'm gonna put that in the comments so that you guys, when you watch this replay, you can check the comments, and there will be a pinned comment where you will find the time codes to jump to what interests you the most. Woo! Everyone, what's your favorite card? Mine is the Princess. Avalon, I want to do a 2v2 with you. I just sent the link, guys. I just sent that link where you can connect with my level 1. Let me send it once again. It should still work. And also accept those Facebook requests. We got 4 of them. And then also make sure to subscribe. To subscribe because of the 10k tournament over here. Once we hit 15,000. So everybody subscribe. Dark Witch is Mrs. Goop's favorite. Okay, let's go. The Royal Giant is the Epic's favorite. And like the video and let me know once we have 100 likes. We're gonna let the first 100 people join the tournament. Dollar, dollar, dollar. Oh, sorry. Ah, too late. I wanted to cancel. I wanted to cancel. Because my chess slots are taken. Exir, hello. Aiden Ilias, hi. Okay, we panicked a little bit there at the start. Just a little bit. Nice, play that Princess. You almost have the tower. That was a nice push. Nice surprise push there. Let's play the Prince. They're playing naked bats. What the heck? Come on, take the wizard. That wizard can be very annoying, so take him down. Okay, that was a nice push. Yeah, that's not nice. Stop it with that dragon, please. Let's counter him with a witch. Okay. We wouldn't need the Inferno Tower. Next time you don't have to play the Inferno Tower. The witch would counter the Inferno Dragon on her own. As a little hint there. So, they rocket the tower. Why the heck are they rocketing the tower? Okay. Really? Not attacked by the Inferno Tower? Really? Like, are you kidding me? Not going for the Inferno Tower? Ah. The lock. Stop that damn it lock. There you go. No! They have more of those skellies. More skellies ahead. Unbelievable. A flood of skellies. Yeah, we got a witch. Don't worry. We got the witch. We will take care of all those guys. Witch is an awesome weapon here. Whoops. Yeah, we can... That's no problem. Let him go for the tower. Yeah, I'm ready to push. Just wait 2 more seconds. Yep, take that guy. Let's push. And there you go. Well played. Another 3-crown victory. 200 SOS. Play with me, Avalon. It's me, Cristiano Ronaldo. What do you think we're doing on here? There will be a tournament. That's what we're doing. And let me check. We have 81 likes. You guys are fast. So only 19 more likes and the tourney will... I will let 100 people join the tournament. No, it hasn't started yet. That was such a waste of my chest cycle here. I always have to open at least 1 chest. Yeah, next one please. We're ready for the next one. Papa Chief, awesome. GG ChiefAvalon, I was Oresti Villa. Oh, that was you. Let's see, yeah. Or Oresta Villa, there you go. Nice win. Nice win. What is this? Why is it blinking? Nah, no friendly battle against the level 1. Only 2v2s. Only 2v2s. Okay, I'm gonna play with a random guy. I gotta push my chest cycle a little bit because I wanna get the Lava Hound. Avalon, accept me on Facebook, please. Okay, I will. Don't worry. Let's see. I already did. I think there are no new requests right now. Look at all that stuff there. I think... I'm not sure that fireball was really required. But it felt good to put that fireball into that mass of units. It just felt good. Yeah. Oh, the expo. Killed by the skeleton army. Look at this expo. Flooded by the skeleton army. That was amazing. How all those armies fighting each other. Yeah, we have archers to help. Don't worry. We're only level 3 and they're level 6. Okay. Keeping us busy there. Very annoying. Yeah, go for that hawk, please. Come on. Ah. I don't know. The witch. That witch, though. It's too fast! It's too fast! I can't even fill my elixir. You gotta be more patient. Okay, let's play giant here. Let's play this guy here. I should have used it maybe for the P.E.K.K.A. Maybe that was a mistake. Look at all those mass units there. Very crazy. How many mass units can they have? Stop it. Yeah, and I don't really see a concept there in how he's playing. Space TP, hey! Come on, likes. We need same amount of likes as viewers. Yes, 100 likes, 100 viewers will join. We're on 103 viewers right now, guys. That was a very bad battle. Let's go with Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. The Dark Diamond, thanks for the follow. And Mantas Machininkas, thanks for the sub. Guys, keep subbing. Keep the sub train going to 15k. So that we can have the 10k tournament soon. I'm gonna use... What does he have? I'm gonna use my Prince over here. Skarmy over there. A tornado, super annoying tornado. Okay, we do some damage there with the Night Witch. He's at the tower. I'm gonna burn that giant. It's nice that we have the Inferno Dragon. And then, can you accept my Facebook request? I will, I will. We already have 100 likes? Really? You kidding me? Already? Shall we go for 3 crown? Or shall we play defensive? I think we go for 3 crown. Okay, let's take the Hawk first. Okay, good. Let's play the Giant over here. Let's keep the pressure up. He's got the Executioner, that's super annoying, and the Tornado. So we can't get there. Let's fireball those 2 guys. Ah, he got a hit. Okay, we got the Electro Wizard down, but unfortunately he's also got that dragon there, so let's play it safe and go for that tower over there. Okay, at least they're busy, which is good. Yeah, we gotta take that tower because... Yeah, we got it. We got it. The fireball wasted. Just wasted the fireball. Good game. Well played. Wait for this match ends. Clash with CSK. And password. Everybody's hyped. Let's see. Yes, we're on 103 likes, so 100 people will join the tournament. And so, let me give you the first password for 100 people to join the tournament. And then at 150 we're gonna fill it up. And in half an hour we're gonna have the Royal Premier League. So let's go. The tourney name is ChiefAvalon, as always. That's the tourney name. ChiefAvalon. But keep subscribing, guys, keep subscribing. The subs are kind of slow today. Keep subscribing and liking the video at 150. And as many subscribes, we will start, or we will fill the tournament. So, mistakes. Mistakes everywhere. Oh, I think we got... There's many. There's a Supercell guy. Oh, dang, so many requested. There is a Zeus. C-E-U-S. Supercell, unknown person. Antra, Max Brock. And Kaido Senpai. Which one is it? So many requests. Which one is it? Which one is it? Antrax Brock. Okay. Antrax Brock. Okay. There you go. I gotta close this clan here. There you go. I forgot to close it. At 150 likes and you got a sub. You got a sub. We're gonna share the next password. Where are all the subs today on YouTube? We got so many viewers, but so little subs. So many viewers, so little subs. Okay, let's go. Rock and roll against a level 10. We're gonna kick some, you know? You know what I mean? You know what I mean. We're gonna kick some. Oh no. The executioner. Play the rocket. Yeah, play the rocket. Kill him. Kill him with a rocket. Do it. Awesome. Let's go. Rock and roll. Rock and roll, baby. Okay, we're in danger there with that Inferno Tower. But can we defend? It's gonna be very tricky to defend. Oh. They don't have a zap. Yeah, they have the princess. Bad enough. Yeah, we got them. Nice. Kill the princess and that miner, please. Holy. Kill the miner! Why are you not going for that Inferno Dragon? Oh! No! We just lost! That Inferno Dragon there. But they should be out of Elixir actually. They're level 10. Let's try. Gotta push for 3 crowds. Oh dang, so many small units, really? Are you kidding me? How long can they take to deploy? Unbelievable. Yeah, fire the rocket, but it's too late. I'm gonna give him good luck. A good luck and an angry face. Level 10. Okay, I gotta open my clan chest. But I will do that in a video. Saludos desde Chile! Hey hey, big shout out to Chile! So in 20 minutes Royal Premier League will start, guys. Join. Make a new account? What the heck? Can you make a new clan, please? Avalon, add me on Facebook. Okay, I will. Antrax Brock. Accepted. I'm really looking forward for Royal Premier League. It's something you should really watch. Because those guys in Royal Premier League, it's the pro players. They really know how to play. And you can learn a lot by playing them. Another level 10. How do we match up with all those level 10s now? Good game. Dreaming. I think they're dreaming. Ah, they go for the golem. That was a bad musky placement. And a bad Inferno Dragon placement. Either or, you can choose. They shouldn't have gone for the golem, they should have taken out the other guys first. So... Come on, Daniel! Do something! Team is not shown on the list of live stream. How the heck? I'm streaming. YouTube is not showing my stream. That's why. That's why. YouTube, you cheaters. You're cheating us. Oh, sorry. Sorry for being distracted. We should be in the category Clash Royale. Very weird. Very weird. I'm not on the list of streams. Voila! I could join the tournament. Cool. I don't know. I'm not on the list of live streams on YouTube. Sometimes. Pay attention to the battles. Yes. I should. Okay, let's focus this one. I'm a bit sorry about the other one. A little bit. A bit lit. I'm a bit lit sorry. Really? The only thing I got is that level 1 giant. So don't think I can kill them all. With a level 1 giant, it's just not possible. It's not possible. It's just a level 1 giant. Ah, that was a nice one. Baby dragon turned around and ignored the miner. So yeah, let's try. I mean, come on, Prince, hurry! Yes, at least one. Does the rocket my Inferno Dragon? How is that fair? Not fair. Waiting for the elixir. Yes, the tourney is created, Game Bard. It's created. Just like the video, subscribe. And... two fireballs, really? Isn't that a little bit exaggerated? Oh, I missed. No, I hit him. But not by skill, but luck. Actually, it's a pity. The level 10 and all damage they do is with rockets. Isn't that sad? What happened to skill? Will we have fireball? Ah, dang. Yeah. Now they have two fireballs. No skill! No skill there. No skill. If you're level 10 and the only damage you do is with rockets, what's wrong? What's wrong? If you're level 10 against level 1 and all damage you do is with rockets! Kevin Smack in the house! Woo! Kevin! Awesome to have you here! Great YouTuber! Kevin Smack! Hey Chief, sorry, I have not been watching for a while. Ryan Combos. That's okay. Everybody's busy from time to time. I'm happy you're back. Happy you're back. I have to switch to Royal Premier League soon, guys. So make sure you get those 150 likes so we can fill the tournament. We still need 16 likes. It's not a lot. 16 likes and subs. And then we can fill the tournament. The name of the tournament is ChiefAvalon, as always. Martin Gerber. Let's do one more and then soon we have to switch to Royal Premier League. Very soon, very soon. Yeah, it's probably taking a bit longer today because I'm somehow not on the YouTube page. I don't know. Do you know how to get a sponsored account? That's a good question. So I don't show up for one stream and Avalon is messaging me. Yes! Good night, NitQ. Good night. Thanks for being here. Let's just fireball. Nice switch. That's a nice switch, not a night switch. That was a nice switch. Well played. I don't know about my fireball there. That was a very wild guess fireball. Not sure what you mean. Yeah, I don't know how to get a sponsored account. Yeah, I was worried when Mrs. Scoop didn't show up. I was worried. Oh, that P.E.K.K.A. is a waste. It's gonna die to the skellies. Stab him, yes. I somehow don't like the Executioner anymore. Executioner and Electro Wizard. Oh! Yeah, he got my skellies. He got my skellies. Shall I fireball there? It's worth it, I guess. At least I can do some damage to the wizard. Let's stab him. That's a nice one. He's using the battle ram for defense. Like, really emergency. That was so emergency. No, not there. Come on. Who places the skellies there in front of the tower? Do you think I'm stupid or what? Certainly not. No. Stop the battle ram. I'm pulling the P.E.K.K.A. Look at this. That was fun. Well played. Good game. We pulled the P.E.K.K.A. We pulled the P.E.K.K.A. So, do we have those 150 likes, guys? You're killing me today. The first 100 was so fast and then it slowed down and now we're missing subs. We're still on 138 likes. So 12 likes missing. But we gotta go to the Royal Premier League. So I may switch to Royal Premier League. 38. 39. Keep liking the video. 140. Only 10 more likes. Come on, guys. And subscribe as well. I wanna fill the tourney and start it. Why not Lava Loon? Kevin Loon. That would be a great password. Kevin Loon. So, Royal Premier League, I gotta go there in 5 minutes. Maybe we switch now. I think I gotta switch now. 140. So, let's switch the other account here. The one I'm streaming the Royal Premier League from. So that's okay. I don't know Atherton, holy cow. What's wrong here? Okay, they're getting ready. They're getting ready. They're not ready yet. Why do I already connect? Could have just played until it starts. Maybe you should do that. But I gotta switch to my main anyways, so just a second. Let me switch to my main quickly. So we can fill the tournament there. Where is it? Okay. It's starting. Can you share the link for your level 12? Listen, the easiest for my level 12 account is Facebook. Because that's the one that is connected to Facebook. Grüezi miteinander. Pratmer Singh, learning Swiss German. Okay, can I please connect to my level 12? Not working. I don't like it, it's not working. Alex Shayan, thanks for the sub. Yeah, now. Okay. Confirm. There you go. So we wait. Royal Premier League has not started yet. So let's quickly remain on my level 12. I'm gonna keep it open over here. So there we are on the level 12. Yeah, let me also put that in the video description. Level 1, 2v2, and then at 56 minutes 39. 40. Level 12, 2v2. And then we soon gonna start tournament. Let's see. Do we have the likes? 147. Only 3 more likes, guys. Only 3 more likes. Only 3 more likes. 5 more likes. No, 3. 3 more likes. Accept my Facebook request. Okay. No worries. I can do that. I already did. There are no open requests. What is that sound? Oh, that's on the pad. 150 likes! There you go. Let's see. I'm gonna double check. Yes, 150. There you go. So, let's give you another password here. Password this time will be... No, let's make it this for my friend. I don't know if he's still here, but we're gonna make him the password and we're gonna fill it up. But guys, make sure to subscribe. We're very slow on subs today. Chief is beast. So the password is Kevin. Kevin, that's the password. Kevin. Kevin, that's the password. Kevin. Kevin. Keep subscribing, guys. Keep liking. So annoying when they make that with the poison. Unfortunately, we have to poison him. No! Sparky got another shot. Not good. Sparky got another shot and we didn't like it. Sparky. Oh, MegaBabouu asking to join, okay. Come on, Battle Ram! Dang! Nice one! I have no ground units. Okay, you have the Golem. Now I have the P.E.K.K.A. Gotta kill the Hawk too. Okay. Royal Premier League is not started yet. And kill that guy. No, not the P.E.K.K.A. Come on. Don't go for poor P.E.K.K.A. Ah. Why the heck are you taking my P.E.K.K.A.? Why for all sake are you going against my P.E.K.K.A.? Oh, is that Infernal Dragon? I don't have a zap. He's got the zap. Yeah, but it's over. We gotcha. Disrespect in poison! Oh dang, it's 1-1. I thought we won! But it's 1-1. Damn it! What a mistake. I thought it's over. But it's 1-1. Oh no, no. Not that easy. Good game. Well played. Nice one. Hi Kevin, call me Tracy. Tracy's here. So hi Biani, thanks for the sub. It's not showing. Alex Sheehan, thanks for the sub. I think subs, I don't know if it's not working or if people are so lazy today with those subs. People are so lazy with those subs maybe. I don't know what it is. It's very slow today. Very slow. Are you elder? Try now. It's not started yet, guys. Royal Premier League is not started yet. Don't worry. Hey, Kevin! The password is you. Yo, Avalon, will you play Overwatch at this stream? No, O's. Not today. Not today. No time today. We're gonna have Royal Premier League. We're gonna have the tournament. We're gonna have the top 10 decks. And all that stuff. All that stuff. The subs aren't working. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird today. It's very weird. Kevin Smack, true. Okay. Okay, it's really weird. Sounds like YouTube is having a bunch of issues today. Yeah, actually the stream, half an hour before I wanted to stream, the stream didn't work. JHC was saying the same. Okay, so it's the subs. I'm not worried. I hope so much to get 15k. Guys, actually, if we won't make 15k this week, we would have to wait for all my vacation to make that tournament. So maybe we'll do it on Thursday or Friday anyways. I'm not sure yet. Let's do one more battle. They're not ready. They had a server problem. Okay. It was crazy, says Kevin Smack. Okay. It's some issue with YouTube. Yeah, probably. Probably. Is the tourney full, guys? Is the tourney full? No, she walks into the poison. The tourney full? Yeah, he's waiting for the Inferno Tower. But then they play those guys. The minion horde. Don't kill my princess. Ah, it's always such a waste when they're able to play the princess. Maybe I can help with poison. Maybe it's too late. Okay, at least we killed them. Yeah, S3 instead of snow. They're filling up. Oh dang! I gotta fix the overlay for Royal Premier League. I don't have the proper overlay yet. Gotta do that after this battle. First, we gotta start the tournament. Oh, I'm in a hurry. I'm in a hurry. I gotta fix the overlay. Almost completely forgot. I gotta fix the overlay. Holy. Oh. I gotta go to Royal Premier League because I gotta fix the chart. Okay, that's it. We won. 17 seconds. It's not sure we win actually. It's not 100% sure. Yeah, we will. 7 seconds. It's over. It's over. You're not gonna make it. No way. Good game. Good game. Good game. Good game. We did it. Okay. Okay, guys, let's start the tournament. RPL will start in a second. And I think the tournament is full. Go away there. Yeah, it's full. Good luck, everyone, in the tournament. I'm gonna start it right now. It's started. And I'm gonna switch to Royal Premier League. We need this. Sorry, guys, I'm in a hurry now because I gotta switch to... Oh, dang, this is wrong. This is the wrong overlay. Switch to Royal Premier League and there you go. And I just noticed the chart's wrong. They sent another chart. I gotta fix that very quickly. Please, Discord, work. What the heck? What is it with Discord? Yeah, no, okay. Just the chart. There's the chart, nice. Okay, and we gotta add this. There you go. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready for Royal Premier League. The first battle already started. That was fast. 1 hour 12:49. 1 hour 12:49. Let's put it into the description. 1 hour 12:49. 1 hour 12:49 is Royal Premier League. That was close. And there you go. 1 hour 12:49 and the battlers are spuN versus MegaBabouu. That's the battle that's on. Nice. And yeah, it's team, I always have to check the names. It's team Extremadura against Millenium. Yes, Extremadura versus Millenium. That's this Royal Premier League match here. Rage Esports, thanks for the follow. At least Twitch is working. Theory C, hey Chief, will you accept my friend request on Facebook? Yes, I will. So I can't show you both, unfortunately. I can't show the tournament and Royal Premier League. But that's okay. So let me accept those friend requests. Oh, it's already over. That was a fast one then. More friend requests, okay. So that was the first one. Next one, please. Next one, please. At 1 hour 14:38. I'm gonna put the time codes. 1 hour 14:43. 1 hour 14:43. And the name is Thomas versus iGzWekoh. There you go. And the match is, let's put that in. This is set 1. And the match is Extremadura versus Millenium. There you go. We're in set 1. Start. I don't know about this. Let's put it to 14. How did I... Time code? Time code. Let's call it time code. It's good. Okay, let's watch this. Thomas, this is pro play, guys. You may watch a tournament, you may play in the tournament, but this here is Royal Premier League. It's the best players of Europe in this tournament. Hey Chief, will you accept my friend request on Facebook? I did. You know where Croatia is? Sure, I know where Croatia is. Hey Chief, Aimer here. Long time no see. Aimer, welcome. Aimer, happy to see you. I hope everything's right for you. And Kevin Smack is in the house. Hey. So, we see the battle ram decks still in this battles here. Actually, the chart is not updating. It will, don't worry. So we got 50 viewers here for Royal Premier League. Isn't that amazing? Probably they're watching for the tournament. Guys, don't worry. After Royal Premier League has finished, we'll go back to the tournament. I will play some matches in the tournament and I'll give you certainly the top 10 decks in the tournament. So, Thomas here. Again, it's iGzWekoh. Millenium is a great team. I don't know exactly the placement, but I think they were in the last 4 teams in Season 2. I'm not 100% sure. I should look it up. So, and Wekoh was playing there already. This is my memory. This is my memory. Kevin Smack. I'm so happy you're here. The password. It's full though. But the password is this. No, that's the time code. Password for the tournament is this. Kevin, that's the password. In honor of Kevin Smack, a great YouTuber. He really is. Great guy, Kevin Smack. You should check him out. I'm not just saying this, you should just check him out. Why don't we have a chat? What about the chat? That looks weird. And who won? Thomas won. Okay. So it's 1-1. 1-1. 1-1 because Thomas won. I'm Aimer the Hulk. It seems to... No, I remember you, Aimer the Hulk. You're the all-time record holder in a series. I think you won the tournament 9 times in a row. I mean, that's unforgettable. Unforgettable. That's what you are. Unforgettable. That's what you are. Backdate. 1 hour 18:55. 1 hour 18:55. It's Poison versus Pablito. There you go. This is a bit too big here. Make this a bit smaller. So that's better. Yeah, sure, I remember you, Aimer. Sure. 2v2 me. I have you as a friend on Clash Royale. Cool. Did I miss the tourney? No, we're currently in Royal Premier League. The tourney is started and it's full though, Silvan. Legit looks. We're in Royal Premier League now. We're gonna watch those pro battles. He's playing Inferno Dragon, Pablito. That's an interesting deck. An interesting deck. And I wonder why he plays the Ice Golem over there. There's a Battle Ram. How will he defend with the archers and the tombstone? They're very close to the tower. Very nice Ice Spirit there, nice Ice Golem too. So he's able to defend that witch really well. And Poison playing really well here, but he's a little bit behind. So far it's even. It's really even. Silvahan, yes, it's the pros. The pro players. The best teams of Europe in Royal Premier League. I know. We both like Team Queso. I'm gonna put the time codes in this video as well, so that you guys can watch the battles you like from the Royal Premier League. But also the rest of the stream. So the witch is at the tower, the bandit. Bandit will go for nothing. Go for the tombstone. And there you go. So Poison tries with another witch, but is stopped by another Ice Golem. There's Poison Graveyard, Night Witch defending. She struggles a little bit there with that defense. And yeah, currently it's all in favor of Poison. The bandit. You actually could let that bandit charge into the tower for some damage, because he just needs to place his Poison Graveyard successfully. And that's what he's trying there. And there's also the log, and that's tower. Nice play. Nice play by Poison. So it's 2-1 for the newcomer. For Extremadura. For Extremadura, like Team Queso. Yeah, we all love Team Queso. I'm a big fan of Team Queso. I shouldn't say this, but it's true. It's just true. What's the password? Hydra, Team MCR. First of all, everybody subscribe. The password is Kevin. Templares versus Greg Empire. So we all remember them from Season 2 of Royal Premier League. Tourney name. What's with the tournament? The tournament is running. And we're streaming Royal Premier League at the same time. Pratmesh Singh is back, hey! And Hydra, thanks for the follow. Thank you so much. I don't know why it's not showing actually. Follow. It wasn't showing. Weird. Isn't that weird? Do you have someone else, Avalon? What? Who is Kevin? Who is Kevin? Kevin Smack. Tournament is full, yeah. Not my fault if it's full. It's your fault because you're late. You're just late. You're not subbed. You didn't turn on the notifications probably. And so you're late for the tournament. Your own fault. I Gotta check this. Password is Kevin. Now I forgot. This one's showing. Marcus K, thanks for the follow. This one is showing. That's weird. Okay, that one's showing. Yes, Hydra TMCR. The password is Kevin, exactly. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Legit looks! What's it with the swearing? Legit looks! Just be happy I'm hosting regular tournaments. It's not my fault if you're late. It's not my fault. You should be thankful for me hosting the tournament. That's what you should be. People are so unthankful. They should appreciate people that host tournaments for them. It's not free. It's not like Supercell pays them or anything. Supercell is not even promoting them. It's not even paying for them or anything. Okay, templares here. Wow, wow, wow. Will he be 3 crown? Will he be 3 crown? Who is faster? This is super close. The golem and... Ah! Wow! 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 5 health points. Almost 3 crown. That was super close with templares. Super close! Why you gotta be so mad? Exactly, Sylvan. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's had a bad day. I don't know. So, next one, please. Let's just talk about the nice guys in the chat. The viewers we love. You. The great viewers. By the way, why do I go to chat? Yeah, I don't like the chat. Oh, that's better. So, the first set is over. And our newcomer, Extremaduras, they won the first set. It's also a Spanish team. I think this is very big in Spain. Clash Royale and esports is big in Spain. And we see so many Spanish teams. They are amazing. Now they can ban a card. Kevin is a YouTuber. Yes. 18 subs. Yes, the tourney has started, Tristan. It is started. While we wait here for the second set, let me switch to the tournament. Set number 2. And I'm gonna switch to the tournament. Wow, Mrs. Scoop, our song is playing. Our song is playing, Mrs. Scoop. Doom doom doo doo doom. Doo-doo-doom, doo-doo-doom, doo-doo-doom. L3PT, thanks for the follow. Format not supported, really? There's the tournament. Shall I battle? Shall I battle in the tourney? Or shall we do a 2v2? As long as there's the strategic timeout. Let's do a 2v2. Let's quickly do a 2v2. The tourney, the password is Kevin. So, join. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. We're waiting for set number 2. Good luck. The current song. It's a great song. It's my favorite. 2v2 with Silva. Let's play the princess. Okay, they're really going into that lane there. Killing the princess. Ah, the fireball missed. We gotta have the P.E.K.K.A. There you go. Nice one. My big, giant, fat P.E.K.K.A. The P.E.K.K.A. is banned, by the way, in RPL. They just banned P.E.K.K.A. Now they have a short strategic timeout. Yeah, let's try. I'm on 0 though, which is actually bad. Not smart. Not smart what I just did. This is a tough one. Come on, Hoggy. Hoggy boy. Ah, dang, I missed those wizards. Yeah, they deploy them late. Push them back to the poison. What about the bandit? What about the little bandit? Dang! Okay. We're gonna kill the P.E.K.K.A. anyways. Double fireball on my poor little princess. Really? Nice one. Push the other lane. That's really nice. Shoot, princess! Yes, she's such a shooter. We like her because she's such a shooter. Uh-oh. They almost fireballed our tower. Another fireball? Ah, dang. They got us there with that fireball. Okay, time for another battle ram. Poison, please. Oh no. Yes, Night Witch, awesome play. Dang it! Those elite barbs again. No! No draw, please! No draw, please! Dang, it's a draw. Well played. Well played! Well played. So, Royal Premier League is still in the timeout. We're still waiting for them to continue. P.E.K.K.A. card is banned. And as soon as it continues, I will switch back to Royal Premier League. In the meantime, let's play with Jeff. The password is Kevin, Suleiman. Kevin, that's the password. Kevin. We're just playing 2v2 here in the break. And as soon as Royal Premier League continues, we'll be back there. Kill him, come on. Nice one. Awesome. Time for a bandit. Okay, Royal Premier League will continue in a few seconds. The Mega Minion is at the tower. That's tower for us. Team Avalon just got the tower. Let's push it with a P.E.K.K.A. Let's keep the pressure high. Royal Premier League will continue in a few seconds, so we got to hurry. We got to hurry. It's starting. I gotta switch. I got to switch. Sorry guys, I have to switch. I have to switch. Immediately. I have to switch immediately. But still, we're gonna continue here. I'm gonna tell you the result. We're actually in the lead, guys, so. We're still in the lead. I mean, we're still one tower ahead. We have a good chance to win. I'll let you know if we win. I will play. No, no, no. Take the Night Witch. Yeah, you can't see it. I'm sorry. You have 60 seconds to accept. And Bandit going for their tower. It's like a radio reporter now. Like in the radio. Okay, next battle ram. Come on. Still 60 seconds. And we got the second tower. And now we gotta try to 3 crown them. Yeah. 60 seconds. We should take their giant somehow. No! Don't lose the tower to the giant. Come on. You can't be serious. Stop it! Yeah, now they fireball our tower, but it's only 23 seconds. 23 seconds. Let's fire. Yeah, they got 1 tower. 15 seconds. Princess is at their tower. You can't see the match. You can't see the match. It's like a radio reporter. And let's play the battle ram in their face on their side of the map. And 1 second. And we won! You haven't seen it, but we won. Well played. So, we're ready to start here with Royal Premier League. That was a fun battle. You haven't seen the result though. 4:30 yesterday. What do you mean? You? How are you doing, Sylvan? I'm good. You? I'm alright. Kinda tired. 4:30 yesterday. So you kept up, stayed up really long. Close to 15,000 subs. Keep them up. Theory C close. Yes, yes, yes. It's only 700 we need. So they should accept the match here, or they will have a forfeit. A forfeit win. Nightbot is just a bot. I went to bed at 4:30. Holy. But you're on holiday, so I think it's okay. What is it? They're not accepting the battle. Now MegaBabouu is requesting a battle. Things going crazy here. There's MegaBabouu. A little bit too late. A little bit too late. Let him play. Let him. How do you like this slider? It looks so cool, like totally pro. It looks so pro. I'm on holiday, so it's okay. Yeah, I still haven't slept since siesta. I slept for 3 hours. Dang. John Lau, thanks for the follow. There we go. The battle is on. And the players are 007 versus MegaBabouu. Okay, we remember MegaBabouu from season 2. Great player. So the battle ram there was stopped by the minion horde. The balloon is at the tower. Very good start here for 007. Look at this. 1 tower within 35 seconds. That's amazing. 35 seconds for the first tower. And now 007 has to defend for 2 minutes. Remember that yeah, they won the first round. The newcomer, Extremadura, is the newcomer in the tournament here, in the Royal Premier League tournament, and they won the first set. So if they win this set, it's game. It's done. And we will switch to the tournament. We will switch back to the tournament. Let me give you the current results of the tournament. 33 minutes to go. Steve HP is number 1 right now. Best Gamer is number 2. I can't show it. It would be cool to show it, but no, I can't. 2 pumps versus tower. But a live pump for MegaBabouu, he has a chance. 2 pumps up for MegaBabouu. And he almost took that left tower there. Nice tap. Very nice tap. Bratmer saying, hey, welcome back. I'm happy you're back today. Already yesterday, Bratmer saying was here all the stream watching Royal Premier League. Awesome. Killjoy DD Gamer, thanks for the sub. It's not showing somehow. Subs are buggy today. I don't know. It's not showing. There's the battle ram. Stopped by the tombstone. That still works really well. Oh, the heal spell! The heal spell! Dang! Did you see that heal spell? That was a clutch heal spell there. With that heal spell, he basically took that tower. Pratmar Singh says 007 wins 100%. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's very close now. There's a battle ram by MegaBabouu and he has an elixir advantage. He still got that pump. And all those small units there from MegaBabouu going at the tower. This time too late for the heal spell. But the Muskie taking some shots. Awesome Muskie taking shots at the tower. Unbelievable! One more! Dang, that's tower. Only 4 seconds to go and MegaBabouu won. That was a great heal, Pratmar Singh. We all been surprised by that amazing heal play there by MegaBabouu. And we all thought 007 will win, but great win there for MegaBabouu. Awesome start. That was a really great game here. Next one is Thomas. Thomas, the chart is not updated by the way. But this is the next battle. 140-23. 140-23. We have, I'm giving those time codes so that people watching the stream later can jump to the battles directly. iGzWekoh. I also did that yesterday, so if you watch yesterday's stream replay, you can directly jump to the spots in the stream where the battles are. It's really awesome. Elijah, Hanjalu, hey, and Dopey PvP, hey, welcome. Gaming with Dave is here, hey Dave. He should have been disqualified though, because he used the heal or what? No, it's in the game. Please tell me the password. The password is Kevin. I'm reading what you guys type. Ah, you mean because he was late to accept the battle? Yeah. But he said he had technical issues. Okay, Thomas here. Playing another Battle Ram 3 Muskie deck, probably also with the heal. And he's running for that tower and he already has the right tower there. Wow. I think here Thomas, it's one of those scissor stone paper games where Thomas just has the stronger deck. It's really tough here for iGzWekoh with the Hog Rider to beat that 3 Muskie deck. It's very, very difficult. What do you think? Farlap, Avalon, wie geht's dir? Mir geht's super, Farlap. Wie geht's dir? Sparky is back in the meta. Yes, Sparky has become very strong. Dave, hello. Scissor, stone, paper. Avalon, wie geht's dir? Farlap, gut. There's the heal spell. Did you see Thomas also placed the heal spell? But this heal spell was a bit unlucky there. So it didn't do a lot. But he's still fine. 20 seconds to go. It really depends who takes tower first. Both of them have a chance to take the first tower here. 14 seconds to go. There's the battle ram. He doesn't have a remote damage, so he really has to get to the tower. There's the heal spell. But they are distracted. And there's the hawk! And iGzWekoh wins with that amazing Hog Rider push there. Amazing Hog Rider push. And so it's 2-0 for Millenium. Another amazing battle here. Avalon, Thomas is using Vietnam 2 deck. We were talking about that. Yeah, exactly. I remember. It's rock, paper, scissors. And there's the next one already. The next one. 143.50. It's Poison. He won his first match against Pablito. It's actually the same matchup. They played in the first match already. Can I join your clan? It's full. I do enjoy all your videos as Theory C, and I think that everyone does it. Thanks for spending your money on tournaments and entertainment. You're awesome. Thank you so much, Theory C. Thank you so much. Alan Thomas is using Vietnam 2 Deck. I read that already. Mir geht's auch super. Hab eine 2 in Mathe. Gratuliere. I speak German, Jan Lau. Me too. I understand German and I speak it. But not in the streams. Should I speak English? You can if you like. You can also speak German. We do understand German. There's also German moderators, so it's fine. Master MX is here. Woo! Master MX, welcome. Then Jan Lau is in the chat. And Michael Wiz, don't advertise your stream without asking. There you go. Next one. Next battle. Next battle. The chat is on the screen right now. And let's see what they play. Poison plays what is banned? P.E.K.K.A is banned. So Poison plays this Goblin Barrel deck. I think it's Zap Bait. And Pablito plays what kind of deck? A graveyard. Graveyard deck, graveyard poison deck. And we don't know the 2 cards that Poison is using. Probably also Poison Graveyard. I mean, it's his name. It's his name. So, it's his name. Nice commenting. You deserve more subs. You're my favorite Clash Royale YouTuber. Theory C. Thank you so much. Awesome. Thank you so much. Tournament name and password. Yeah, as always. Cool. Kann ich in dein Clan? Bin darin drin, hab sehr gute Karten. Bitte, Jan Lau. It's full. Es ist voll. Mein Clan ist immer voll. Sorry. So, Poison. Poison here. Still not played his last 2 cards. What is it? Nice lock there to counter. So far, it's pretty much an even match. Probably trying Poison Graveyard again. So far, only the Graveyard though. 8 seconds to go, and he's able to do some damage there on the left lane. So, and there's the poison Princess, and a little bit poison on the tower. There's the Goblin Barrel by Poison. Poison. I'm saying Poison all the time. But it's really tough here for Poison in this battle. And why doesn't he play his 2 other cards? There's the Rocket. Maybe he's got the Mirror. That would be a big surprise. There's a Poison Graveyard. Little Top Diesel, thanks for the sub. Poison Graveyard. Poison defending the Poison Graveyard push. And probably trying to cycle. Now, basically, Pablito only needs to poison that tower. There's the next Rocket. Oh, and he missed! He missed! Wow! That was close, guys. That log missed, but he was still able to defend. That was very lucky. Insane! Pablito won, but his log missed the Goblin Barrel. Wow. That was a great match. And so, Millenium won the second set. We're gonna see the third set. Subscribe to my channel. Ricardo, don't advertise without asking. We don't even know you. Avalon after this. We 2v2. Who in? Clash with Sylvan. Thanks, man. Good luck. More like for ChiefAvalon. Let's go. Thank you, Gabriel. So, it's a short timeout here. They have won the second period, Millenium. So, in this break, we're gonna switch back to the main account. Until they continue, I'm gonna switch back to my main account. We can do a quick 2v2. Avalon, I would say you are my favorite Clash Royale YouTube, but you got competition from Kairos. Time Gaming. He only does strategy CR vids and is at 14k subs. He has great content. Okay, I don't even know him yet. Maybe I'll check him out. Thank you, Pratmar Singh. Okay. So, wrong chat. Aravind Kumar, thanks for the sub. Okay, guys. 3 Musketeers are banned. I'm gonna do a 2v2 with Sylvan, I said. But somebody else requested. So let's do one battle here quickly. Jeff was first, I'm sorry. Captains only chat, we're not allowed to chat. Maybe I will challenge somebody from Millenium afterwards. But it's only my mini. Okay, let's go. Aravind Kumar, thanks for the sub. And Little Top Diesel, thanks for the sub. So we're playing a match here until they are ready. Am I playing alone? Like, oh no, there. There's the Lava Hound. There's the Lava Hound. Okay, let's poison some stuff. Always nice to play some poison. And the P.E.K.K.A, please hurry into the poison. Yes. Where you're safe. Oh, dang. That was a nice rocket. Time to play a bandit. When they waste all their elixir on rockets, it's time to play the bandit. And there we got tower. I think it was the bandit. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure if it was the bandit. But the bandit was still alive and is at the tower. I gotta finish my compilation video. I was busy doing other stuff, like doing stuff for the overlay and... That's why I was not able. Licha, tu connais la Côte de Normandie? You're talking to Licha. Okay, let's go for the 3 crown. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, looks like they gave up. P.E.K.K.A hitting the tower, clone spell. Oh, that's gonna be a fast one. Dang, good game. Another 3 crown. Aiton, Aitoy. I'm not sure about the second name. Pratmash saying Dave. Thanks for saying name, Gabriel. And random chef, the password is Kevin. Kevin, that's the password. Avalon is everyone's favorite YouTuber, says Dave. And Christoph Knobbe, thanks for the sub. Gabriel, thanks for the sub. Vivek Jain, thanks for the sub. So we're waiting here. Licha! Ah, Licha is there in the chat. Licha. So let's do one more. Maybe with Sylvan. Dang, we got a request. We got to request. Let's make a 2v2 with a friend. Who could we ask? Trick and Treat. I want to play with Trick and Treat. Maybe she's also streaming. Let's see. Let's see if she accepts. Avalon, look in the clan. Oh, dang. What's in the clan? Are you already playing a battle? Now I end it. Play with friend. Trick and Treat. Let's see. D'ailleurs, si tu connais une âme charitable, un orange wifi, où c'est? Greg Empire, MegaBabouu, ma. I don't know if she accepts. Let's go, boys and girls. 500 likes for Avalon. Gabriel. Elite Games. I play on PC. Okay, you do. Don't talk, please. Warning. They have been warned for speaking French in the chat. I think she's busy. Let's ask somebody else. Oh, 1 minute for set 3. We gotta switch. I'm sorry. That's it. 1 minute. Set 3. Ready for set 3. Set number 3. We're ready. Starting up. Clash Royale. Panayotis Kyriakou. Are you from Greece? Avalon deserves 14k likes and not just 200. How many likes do I have in this video? Let's see. Yeah, 172. Mondays are a bit slower than Wednesdays. But that's okay. Okay. I need that. Ready for set number 3. And 15,000 subs, not 14,000. With time. You're gonna win this race because you are the best. Says Wekoh Komara. So we're ready. It's the wrong lineup. It's 1-1. So the newcomer here, Extremadura. The newcomer against the guys we know already, Millenium. I would like to check the last bracket they played. Maybe I'll find it and maybe I can tell you where Millenium was in the last tournament. Let's see. Let me check my Royal Premier League playlist. Where's my Royal Premier League playlist? RPL. Royal Premier League. There you are. And so, the final championship was Check My Tank against Team Queso. And actually Check My Tank won the World Championship. And then, there you go. Mega Smiley against Millenium. They played for 3rd place. And who won? I'm not sure. I'm not sure who won. Let me quickly check. Let me quickly check who won. So there it was 1-1. So that's what I thought. This is the last battle from Season 2 I'm currently checking. I can't show it to you though. And it's loading. Gaber, Avalon is the best. Wekoh Komara. So, oh no! The winner was Mega Smiley. Yeah, so Millenium got 4th in Season 2. And Mega Smiley was 3rd in Season 2. So, these are top players here, Millenium. They got 4th place in Season 2 of Royal Premier League. ChiefAvalon. Pratmar Singh. I'm so small here in this box. Let me out of this box. I want to get out of this box here. It's so small. It's too small. Let me out of the box. Do you speak Greek? Because you know how to pronounce my name and you knew where I was from. No, I don't know Greek. But I was in Greece many times. No, actually twice. And it just sounded like a Greek name. Panayotis Kyriakou. It just sounded like Greek to me because I've been to Greece twice. Everyone go! Okay, there's the next match. In set 3. I can't move my mouse anymore. My mouse just got stuck. So, okay. MaxLaMenace against spuN. At 1 hour 57:26. 26 spuN versus MaxLaMenace. There you go. I think MaxLaMenace, if I remember correctly, won all his battles. We're gonna see how he plays here against spuN. This is the 3rd set. It's all or nothing. It's just the group phase. So whoever makes most points will be in the next phase. Avalon, Dave. Friends forever. Elite Games. Tomorrow I'm gonna have my first official workday. Cool. Oh, you're crying, Silva. No, don't. Come to Albania, please, says Dave. I've never been to Albania. Kritik Ravindran, thanks for the sub. What job will you do, Silvan? Yeah, let us know. What will you work? Yeah, that golem was well played there. Again, MaxLaMenace starts behind, but that doesn't mean a lot because you remember last time, MaxLaMenace won. Maybe we do the 10k tourney this week anyways, I don't know. Otherwise, if we don't hit 15k, it will be after my vacation, which is really long time. Bringing around papers, okay. A paper boy. Silvan the paper boy. Cool job. Dat is nog niet zo aardig hoor. Dat is ook niet zo aardig hoor. That means this is not so nice. What or means I'm not sure, but the rest I understand. Yeah, I can read Dutch, be careful. Jadic! I just joined, welcome! Want to play with Avalon. Wekoh Komara! Guys, come on my clan. Yeah, you can advertise your clan, I don't mind. Okay, that Inferno Dragon was a great defense there. MaxLaMenace starts behind, but again, he's making a great push. What happens here with that iPad? What just happened? And yeah, okay. And what can MaxLaMenace do here? The banned cards are 3 Musketeers and the P.E.K.K.A. But they still have the Battle Ram, and so there is a push with Battle Ram. Oh, look at this Battle Ram! Going around the P.E.K.K.A. That was so weird. Going around the P.E.K.K.A. Battle Ram. Going around the P.E.K.K.A. First going left, then going right. Very weird. Or is like a confirming word. Okay. Good luck on the job. Yes, enjoy it. Nit Q is back. Hey, welcome back. Yeah, enjoy that job. I'm sure it's gonna be fun. That was fun. Did you see the bad trap? First it went left and then it walked around the golem to go right. I don't know. That should be on my bugs compilation, on my fails compilation. Dang, I gotta finish the fails compilation, the next one. I got so many fails or funny moments recorded and I couldn't finish it yet. Video ChiefAvalon, okay. Okay, that Inferno Dragon is not gonna do anything. And yeah, MaxLaMenace is ahead. He's ahead in total damage. So he's gotta defend the Night Witch there. Poison, uh-oh, uh-oh. Ah, with that log poison, that's it. He was a bit too late there, and so MaxLaMenace lost this one. That Inferno Dragon damage. Wow, wow. Inferno got 2,200 damage. Chief needs a big thank you, because he's the one YouTuber who makes our day better. DRC, you're making my day. Thank you so much. And Banana Production, thanks for the sub. That was close, very close. And it had that funny battle rap. Very funny battle rap. So who is next? Who is next? Who is next? Who is next? Joshua Regalado, thanks for the sub. Yeah, we're getting closer to 15k. It was intense. I bet Avalon liked my comment from yesterday. Sure I did. That was a very nice comment. Thank you so much. I also did like it. Yeah, I think it really helps the viewers to add time code. I think that really helps the viewers to check those battles. Now we're waiting. We're waiting here for battle number 3. And Panayotis Kyriakou, you're awesome. Thank you. So next one is Thomas. The tournament is almost over. Spectate. And now it's good luck. Now it's Thomas versus MegaBabouu. Thomas versus MegaBabouu and Zero Gravity. Thanks for the follow. Is Team Queso playing today? No. Use my deck. Hog Rider Bar. Fabian Grijalva. Thanks for the sub. Gabriel. Facebook. Okay, let me accept it. No problem. There you are, Gabriel Gaber. Just accept it. Good, good. We're waiting. Poker. It's poker game. Baby Angry Jalva, thanks for the sub. Zero gravity. The password is Kevin, but it's over in 7 minutes. I'm so small. Let me out. I'm in the box. Let me out of the box. Let me out of that box. There's another push here by Thomas. I don't remember. Did he win his second battle? Yes, I think so. No, he lost. I think he lost, yeah. He lost against iGzWekoh. And MegaBabouu won. So, MegaBabouu, let's see. What's the tourney called? It's ChiefAvalon. As always. Gabriel, thank you. Oh wow, I forgot to play. I wasted 1 place. Oh wow, tower down already. Crazy. I should have recorded this battle rank. That was fun, but I can't replay it. Fidget spinner! Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm playing with the fidget spinner. Diego Avilla! Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the sub. The golem just died. Has no chance against the Inferno Dragon. Most people play Inferno Dragon because of the golem. Fidget spinner, give it to me. Chief, I like the new setup. It looks good. This is the Royal Premier League setup. Just for Royal Premier League. Thank you, Cliff Howard. I still have my regular layout. This is just for Royal Premier League. In the regular setup, I may change the sky background and do another background soon. King Kong, thanks for the sub. And it's over. Yeah. Double fidget. Double fidget spinner. Woo 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 woo. This is awesome. King Kong, thank you so much. So we're in the last battle. No, I'm not sure. 2:06:40, that's the time. 2:06:40, typing it immediately every time. Poison is the name. And he's going against iGzWekoh. Okay. This is awesome. DRC. Your accent is awesome, Avalon. Thank you so much. Chief, there is no problem. You shouldn't be thankful to me. Man, we are these ones who need to be thankful because we put the effort in these live streams. Thank you so much, DRC. That's really nice. It's great to be appreciated. Thank you so much. That's really great, DRC. Aimer. By the way, Chief, I'm playing League of Legends and listening to the stream. Okay, cool. I want that spinner. Send it to me. I want that because it was held by Avalon. And for all those. By the way, I think I will buy some gift cards when I'm in the US. Yeah, I've put so much money in tournaments. That's really true. So much money. So much money in those tournaments. The fidget spinner. Now let's put this one here on top. See? There you go. Double fidget spinner. Woo 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 woo. What's the cursing? Nobody curses, Cliff Howard. Random Gaming Gamer. Random Gaming Gamer. I love Avalon's accent. Thank you. Cliff Howard. Aka Sin. Watch. Watch is all he says. Watch the fidget spinner sandwich. Fidget spinner sandwich. None of us say anything, do any of this crap you just said. What? Aimer, watch the language, man. What the heck? He didn't say anything bad, I guess. He didn't say anything bad. Aimer is the only one who won my tournament, I think 9 times in a row. It's unbelievable. That's not what I meant. Okay. I really like this. Let's move this. These new sliders here. I made some new sliders today. They look really cool. I like them. Yeah, the pink is a bit hard to read there. But besides that, the slider looks really cool. Giant got the tower. Uh-oh. If iGzWekoh wins... No, he's gotta win, actually. He's gotta win, and he does. With the poison. Great victory there. So Millenium remains in the game. 2-1. 2-1. Nice one. I'm not playing tourneys anymore, says Aimer. Going in League of Legends match. Can't type. Okay. Good luck. Somehow my iPad switched off. Yeah, this one is still the old layout. It says at 10,000 subs, no, at 15,000 subs, we're gonna have the 10,000 gems tourney. Luis Augusto, thanks for the sub. Big thumb for you. Big thumbs for you. Rip my spelling. Never mind, I meant this guy said kids who don't appreciate your tournaments, but none of us says we don't appreciate. Ah, okay, that's why. Okay. But it wasn't meant bad. Lukesters, hey! So, next battle, come on. Waiting for the next battle. Yellow Fidget. LL Gaming, LG Gaming, LG Gaming, thanks for the sub. Awesome. Everybody subscribe. Let's get to those 15,000 subs. Next battle. Time is 2:11:05. 2:11:05. And this is Templares against Pablito. And I think it's really great gameplay here. Great matches. Templares plays Nightwitch so far. Probably also Battle Ram. This is Poison. Nightwitch, Battle Ram, Poison. Taking out that minion. The Mega Minion. And yeah. One gets at the tower and gets one hit off the tower. So, good start there for Templares. Taking out... Oh! Look at the bandit getting a hit! Wow! The bandit just smashed into that tower like... Smash into the tower! Like, what? Crazy! Burn, baby, burn, baby. That was very well. If Templares wins, it's victory for the newcomer. For Team Extremadura, the newcomer in this tournament. Rip my spelling. I like the type of this magnificent person. Hope you'll get the rewards back for all your money that you put in this cool game. Thank you so much, DORC. That's what I was talking about when I said watch the cursing. By the way, no reason for the F-bomb. And there are kids. Yes, there are kids. Watch the language. There are kids. But it's all good. The bandit is awesome. I also like the bandit, actually. Puppy Die, thanks for the sub. Bandit and Princess are my favorites right now. Bandit is also my favorite card. I think it's so strong, but not many people know it. I gotta take this headphone off, otherwise I'm always shouting at you. Because I can't hear my own voice. And the tourney is over. So we're gonna check the tourney winners. And somebody last time said I should make the tournament winners a video, and I made that. So far it looks good for Templares. Trying the Battle Ram. But he's not getting at the tower. Oh, there's the Hawk. The Hawk. Dang, Fireball. Hawk just needs one hit. Dang. 14 seconds. Now Templares needs to get a hit at the tower, but is... I don't know. There's almost no way to get through that tombstone, and then it's over. Well played. Win for Pablito. Win for Pablito. I had a bandit ran through a giant skelly bomb and took a tower. She's too OP. Rascal Raps, the turn just ended. Once my bandit ran through Sparky shot. Yeah, if it's already underground, you can't shoot him or her. Those are funny moments. You should send me funny moments. You should send me those funny moments for my funny moments videos. So, next one is 007. Next one is 007. This is actually the last match. So it's all or nothing here. 007. My brother just got Nightwitch. I tell you, this is because you liked the video. I was told whenever people watch my streams, my videos, or like my videos, they get legendaries. I know how it works, but people keep posting that. Okay, there you go. 215-13. This is 007 against Greg Empire 77. There you go. Wish I had the replay. I would send it. Gabriel, good night. Oh, they already have a tower. Holy, what just happened? The bandit has certainly a big usage rate. 15th in the tourney, cool. And Clash of Skull is 31st, but that's a great result. Okay, the Golem will also get tower, so they both get one tower here from the first push. The Golem will also get at the King Tower here for 007, so this battle basically is it. This is all or nothing. Either Millenium gets the point, or the newcomer, Extremadura, gets the point. And yeah, Greg Empire pushing it with a giant Executioner, Electrocutioner, Electro Wizard is what I mean. And it's distracted though. Now it's shooting. Nightwitch against Nightwitch. All the bats cancelling each other out. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. No success there at the tower. And after this, I'm gonna give the top 10 decks of the tournament. One win for top 10. Ah, that's close, Nova Daniel. That's really close. And Cliff Howard. I got third in this tourney one time. Got the graveyard out, which is cool. Number one player. I will give a shout out to the number one player of the tournament. Actually, I will put the number one player on my wall of fame, as always. Xavier Rapp. Congrats for winning. Xavier Rapp. Congrats for winning. Just stay in the stream after Royal Premier League. We'll show the top 10 decks and we will put your name on the wall of fame. Okay, there's a Golem. But the Giant is first, so this is very dangerous. The Golem may actually take the King Tower there, but the Giant will get that tower first, and it's not enough time to take the King Tower, and so this is a win for Millenium. And Millenium wins this match. But it was a great battle here by the newcomer, Extremadura. Great battle they made. But Millenium won. The chart is actually wrong over there. Millenium won and they won the match. Millenium has won the match. Congrats. Congrats. Dang. Congrats. Not responding. They're all leaving. Millenium won! Amazing, that was the last battle. Now we're gonna get to the top 10 decks. Does saying GG against Neva player means a tie in higher leagues? I don't know. I don't know about those cheating things. Could have won that game with a golem deck. Okay, I'm gonna try. Who is in the clan still? Did they all leave? I'm gonna try to challenge somebody. Let's play. Let's play the Dirty Mortar and challenge somebody. First, let's open this chest. See who accepts this. Avalon playing against one of the Royal Premier League players. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna work. Let's challenge somebody. Friendly battle. Let's see. Let's see if somebody accepts. Avalon, I'm not in the top 10 this time. Holy. You're always in the top 10. Lidio Baliu, hello. You might get a legendary in any chest. By the way, do I have to open chests? Will somebody accept my battle? We don't know. Then we're gonna give the top 10 decks. Top 10 decks. Come on. Nobody accepts. We're gonna give you 1 minute. Watching the clock. This is my clock here. This is the clock. 1 minute. You're so bad, Avalon. Hey, that's not nice. Somebody accept it. MegaBabouu. Okay, this is MegaBabouu. I'm just gonna play my mortar. Let's see. I'm a dirty mortar player. MegaBabouu is an awesome player. He's poisoning my mortar. Come on. Not fair. Ah, my mortar just died. Okay, we got a small advantage here against MegaBabouu. But now he knows my mortar. He's at 1600. Let's play a defensive mortar. Let's play a defensive mortar. Oh, don't hit the mortar! Damn it! Don't hit the mortar! Okay. Okay, we're still in the game. Don't worry. We're still in the game. It's not over yet. Let's play a battle ram. Maybe it's too risky. I don't know. Could work or could not work. There's a witch. We hit. Let's play the mortar for defense. Uh-oh, he's also playing battle ram. Not good. Not good. Ah! Too many stuff. Got too many stuff on the map. Gets my tower. Well played. But we're gonna rocket you, don't worry. It's not over yet. We also have a dirty rocket. We also have dirty rockets. That bandit is really a problem. Actually, all those units are a problem. He's at my tower again. So many small units there. Ah! Yeah, that's it. That's it. Well played. Well played. Horrible. Well played, MegaBabouu. Should put that... No, I'm not gonna put a time code for that part. I'm not gonna put a time code for that one. Not gonna put a time code for that one. There's too many stuff on the map. Gaming with Dylan, thanks for the sub. So let's challenge somebody else. Yeah, the mortar was risky, of course. Let's play this. I don't actually know if it still works or not. Let's challenge somebody else. Let's try somebody else. One more! Dark Wolf! Hey! Check out my channel. Don't advertise without asking! Avalon might win. It was close at the start, but then with his... Did he actually play Mirror? He had always 2 witches. I don't know if it was Mirror Witch. Those witches just overwhelmed me. This looks so cool. Live stream on YouTube and Twitch. That's a really cool banner. That looks so amazing. I should make that somehow on Twitter or so. Steve, if you have time, play me. My name is Xsinister. Flying Parkourist. Thanks for the sub. So nobody accepts anymore. Night Witch and Normal Witch. Okay. Yeah, it just overwhelmed me. But that's okay. Let's go to the tournament. MegaBabouu. Kicking my butt there. MegaBabouu. Pick a double witch. Okay, let's go to the tournament. And Hunter Lucas, thanks for the sub. So there's the tournament. And there's the tournament. Pax is the winner. And let's go to the regular overlay. Where is it? There. That's my regular overlay. That's how it looks. And we're gonna put in the comments the 2000 gem tournament top 10 decks, and those are shared right now. Let's start to record. Let's check those top 10 decks. Shall I stream them on Twitter as well? Yeah, let's do that again, like always. It's pretty cool to stream those on Twitter. Look at number 15. Avalon, may I ask, what do you do for a living? I work. Originally, I studied computer science originally, and I did a lot of programming and stuff. And yeah, that's how I started. Pekka, Witch, Strativ. What's your guy's name? I have counts for everything. Cash Skull, bye bye. So, let's go to the top 10 decks. Okay. So, this 2000 gems tournament just ended, and I'm gonna give you the top 10 decks of this tournament. Maybe you find a deck for you. And if you missed the tournament, it may be because you're not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel or my Twitch channel and haven't turned on those notifications. If you want to do that, it's just ChiefAvalon on YouTube and Twitch. And there we go. Number 10 is RB. Number 10 is RB. By the way, the time code 22736. 22736. I gotta put that in the video. 22736. 22736. There you go. Okay. So that's number 10, RB. And this is the deck he plays. Pekka Battle Ram. That's the deck number 10. Deck number 9, Wenray. It's Wenray again. And he's playing Golem, Night Witch. And also with the clone spell, Wenray. If I'm not mistaken, he won the tournament last time. Let's check the Wall of Fame. Yeah, Wenray won last time. Amazing. And this time he's number 9, Wenray. That's deck number 9. Then deck number 8, Best Gamer. Best Gamer with another Battle Ram Pekka deck. That's number 8. Then number 7, Yannick is back. Yannick, it's always the same people winning somehow. I remember all those names. He's playing the Sparky. Isn't that unbelievable? The Sparky is back. It's amazing. The Sparky Lava Hound deck. Very amazing there. And then number 6, Radu Boss. Radu Boss, he's playing another Golem Night Witch deck. This time with the Lumberjack and the Clone. That's him. Radu Boss. Then number 5, Hindu Kush. Hindu Kush. Favorite card, Lava Hound. Lava Hound, Double Dragon. Lava Hound, Double Dragon. That's how he made it. Amazing. Congrats. And he's only level 10 and he's in the top 10. Very amazing. That was number 5. Now, number 4, ChiefAvalon. Giant Miner deck. Giant Miner deck. And now we get to the top 3 of this tournament. The number 1 will be on the wall of fame. Number 3, Riyadh. Riyadh, 4,749 is the season highest. Favorite card, and there it is, the meta deck. P.E.K.K.A, 3 Musketeer, Battle Ram. That's number 3 in the tournament. Then number 2, Bitter Ballen from Clan Avendo. And he's playing Battle Ram, 3 Musketeer, Pump, Bandit, Night Witch, and Heal. The Heal spell. And now number 1 is Pax. Let's put him on the wall of fame. Pax, and then I'll show you the deck that Pax was playing. Pax is the winner today. Actually with a capital X. He's got 322. Did you know, guys, that only one time somebody had more than 400 trophies? And that was when the Night Witch was new. And that person had Night Witch and got more than 400 trophies. He didn't lose a single battle in the whole tournament. I think that's about 1 or 2 months ago. That was the record ever. The all-time record. So 017. Pax. There you are. Congrats, Pax, for winning the tournament. Well played, well played. Let's go back. Not here. Here. And the number 1 deck today of this tournament. His favorite card is the Balloon. His highest trophy is 3,818. I know his current trophies. His highest is 4,004. 4,004. And he only won 58 cards in tournament so far. But he's number 1 today. And he played this deck. Old school. Lava Hound, Inferno Dragon, Balloon, Tombstone. A totally old school deck. 3.9 elixir cost. He's only level 10. And he won the tournament today. So it is possible. He's the winner of 400 cards in today's tournament. Amazing. Well played, Pax. Good job. Awesome, Pax. Congrats for winning today's tournament. That's amazing. I hope you enjoyed this top 10 video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more awesome videos. Thanks. Have an awesome day. And that ending was just for the guys on Twitter. I'm continuing a little bit on Twitch and YouTube because I stream top 10 also on Twitter. Let's switch this off. Bye bye. Bye bye everyone watching on Twitter. Join us on YouTube or Twitch. ChiefAvalon is the name. I hope I find the switch. Yeah, there's the switch. Good. 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 And Halil Yajiz Kibrak. Thanks for the sub. Okay, that's it for this tournament. That's it for this tournament. Wasn't that amazing? I think that was amazing. Stop recording here. I also record top 10 decks. I will make a video of this. Because actually I like the idea of making a top 10 deck video. And what is this? That's weird. 5. Close. Shall we open the clan chest? It will also be on video, but I may open it now. Let's do that. But for that I'm gonna switch off the music. And switch to the recording screen. Where's my recording screen? There you go. My recording screen. There it is. Let's open this clan chest. 10 of 10. Read my name. Royal Salam. Knit Q. Hey. And yeah, let's record this. The tournament is over. Ik bin de leider. Oliver Gontalves. How are you? Mario Dash. Knit Q. Open it. Open the clan chest. Royal Salam. Thanks for the sub. Luciano Garcia. Thanks for the sub. Xavier Rapp. Hey. Shout out please. Royal Salam. There you go. Okay, let's open this clan chest. Let's open this clan chest. 10 of 10. Guys, I never got a legendary in a clan chest. Maybe today is the day. Let's see. Let's open this clan chest here. Let's go. Am I recording? Yes. Okay, gold. Wizard. The giant. The Hog Riders, 7. Goblin Gang. The Dart Goblin, and now it will show whether we get a legendary or not. No. But we got Goblin Barrels and the last one, Elite Barbs. I always get Elite Barbs or Royal Giant. What is it? It's like a curse. You always get Elite Barbs or Royal Giants. So that's this chest. Oh dang, I closed it so fast. So that's it for this chest. That's it for this chest. There you go. So, shall we play 1 or 2 friendlies? Yet in leaderboard, can I join the clan? It's full. I get 100 plus crowns every time I get Royal Giant and E-Barbs too. Yeah, it's always Royal Giants and E-Barbs. Always enjoy your stream. Thank you so much. Let's do 1 friendly battle before we end the stream. No, not a friendly battle actually. I mean one of those. Maybe we should also open this giant chest, but it's so expensive. So let's play a 2v2 with a friend. Shared to clan. Oh no, I gotta select the right deck. Yeah, that's okay. 2v2, play with friend, shared to clan. Make me jump it. It's full, I'm sorry. Hunter Lucas, thanks for the sub. It's not full? Yes, it's full. I think it's full. Me, play with me. Kick people. No, we're not kicking people for no reason. We're not kicking people for no reason. Zero gravity. The tournament today is over. And also Rascal Raps. Today's tourney is over. You're a bit late. But there will be more tourneys, don't worry. Also planning a big 10k tourney. Really? Like, really? Yeah, my bandit will hit. Oh dang, just the barbs. The barbs. Who likes the barbs? Nice fireball, unfortunately. But the giant is at the tower. I'd love to play the poison there. Mr. Gong Clash Royale, thanks for the sub. So no, don't. Ah, yeah, you can poison it. That's okay. I'm gonna pump. I'm gonna pump. He's playing a P.E.K.K.A, so I probably should save my P.E.K.K.A for defense. And let's play this baby dragon here. Let's play a bandit over here. That hawk though. Dang. Hey, they got our tower? Holy cow, how did that work? The bandit. Zweg Pikachu Mike, Ayman Gulami, thanks for the subs. No, please not another tie. 2 hawks? Not gonna work. Night Witch is gonna kick your you know. Like like He's gonna kick your you know. Night Witch is gonna kick. No, P.E.K.K.A, you stupid P.E.K.K.A! Stop it, you stupid P.E.K.K.A! Walking all the way back! How stupid can you be? Unbelievably stupid you can be. P.E.K.K.A. No, it's gonna be a tie. I hate ties. Oh no, the hawk. And they actually win. Good game. Oh, how old are you? Dogs games. That's not a nice question to ask, because there is no such thing as age. It's just an illusion. So, what is the password? Dogs games. We understand Dutch, so be nice. So, guys, today's tournament is over. Thank you so much for the subs. Clash for Died, thanks for the sub. And we're getting closer to 15k. I hope we're there soon to get that 10k tournament in. I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. Or Jito Ozuni, the tournament is already over. And yeah, okay, one more. Last one. Cesar Marroquin. How young are you? Young enough. Young enough. Okay, one more. Another P.E.K.K.A. Everybody's playing that P.E.K.K.A. Oh, double lock. Double lock. Shoot the muskie, come on, princess. Nice. She survived. And she gets a hit. That was a very clutch Inferno Tower. Yeah, the P.E.K.K.A won't get there, but we poison a lot of their stuff. That's actually good. Double bandit. What the heck? They hit my bandit. P.E.K.K.A is very powerful. Yeah, everybody playing the P.E.K.K.A right now. Yeah, we can't get to their tower. They're all about defense. Totally defensive. Did they actually try a push, or was it all defense so far? All defense. Basically just poison their tower right now. Battle Ram was the first one to hit. Very undeserved. If they win, it would be very undeserved. No, there's the P.E.K.K.A again. Killing my bandit. Very undeserved. Very undeserved victory. But I knew it would happen. Chief, when do you stream? I always stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. When I'm not on vacation. That will be soon. Case Gaming, you'll get the password in the next stream, because for this stream it's over. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Now I really gotta end. And see you guys next time. Probably Wednesday. Thanks everyone. And have a great evening and great rest of the week. See you all. Bye bye. Thanks everyone. Combine the strategies of Hog Rider, Freeze, and P.E.K.K.A and both wizards. And see what you get. Hey everyone, I'm Avalon. In this brand new episode of Clash Royale, I will use this deck. It combines the Hog Rider, Goblin and Freeze strategy together with the P.E.K.K.A, Ice Wizard and regular Wizard. I also take the Elixir Drill and the Arrows. It has an average cost of 4.1. Let's get into action. The first battle is against Letani. And I'm having the Hog Rider and the Minion first, which would make for a really good push on one line, but still I decide to drop the P.E.K.K.A first, speculating that I will get both wizards next. And he counters that pretty well with those 3 musketeers. Now that's really a danger, and I basically have to put the Ice Wizard on the left side to slow them down. That leaves me no other choice. And also the Hog Rider, they're pretty good attack he does there. And I freeze those troops and I'm able to counter it with the Goblins, trying to take them out. So far he ignored my P.E.K.K.A, which is pretty dangerous. But now he defends with Barbarians and those doing a lot of damage. So I decide to counter on the left side as well with the Ice Wizard and my Hog Rider. And the Hog Rider actually reaches the tower. The P.E.K.K.A has died without doing any damage, but the Hog Rider does a lot of damage. And he's forced to freeze the Hog Rider there. His tower already at 1000 health points, now at 700, 500 health points. So I could do a lot of damage there. Next, I deploy an Elixir Drill to build up more Elixir. So that's a basic requirement. If I want to attack with the P.E.K.K.A and the Wizards, that's pretty an expensive deck. So I really rely on that Elixir Drill, especially in the double Elixir phase. Again, I drop a P.E.K.K.A. This time I have both Wizards ready, the regular and the Ice Wizard. I let the P.E.K.K.A walk a little bit. It takes some time. He counters it again with the 3 musketeers, but this time on the side where the P.E.K.K.A is, and he doesn't know that I plan to drop the Goblin and the Hog Rider on the other side of the map. That's the plan here. Getting him busy on the right side and then attack on the left side. You see also how the P.E.K.K.A. and my wizards can do a lot of damage. He freezes them. Basically, he needs all his defenses to slow them down. Wizards doing work on his tower, and one tower already down on the left side by my counter-attack with the Hog Rider and the Goblin. And I drop another P.E.K.K.A. increasing the pressure here with 2 Ice Wizards on the map, and he's defending desperately with the Ice Wizard and his Barbarians, basically ignoring the damage my Hog Rider does to his King Tower, and down it goes. He ignored the King Tower because he had to defend against the P.E.K.K.A. The P.E.K.K.A. doing so much pressure, and this was a nice 3-crown attack. The next battle is against Whistle. And I have the P.E.K.K.A. 1 wizard, the Ice Wizard is next, so I basically decide to attack with the P.E.K.K.A. first. Usually I would prefer to attack with the P.E.K.K.A. in double elixir time, or when I have at least 1 elixir drill up. He attacks with the Royal Giant here, and yeah, that's pretty common at the moment after the last update, because the Royal Giant is OP. I take the risk and still drop my P.E.K.K.A. with the 2 wizards on the right lane to push for his tower. And yeah, that's pretty dangerous because the Royal Giant is doing a lot of damage to my tower and I have to freeze him. And my P.E.K.K.A. reaches his tower, doing a lot of damage there, and I'm actually able to take out his tower, attacking his Royal Giant with my goblins and able to stop him. So I'm ahead 1 tower at the moment. But he attacks with Barbarians here, and that's a pretty smart move because I basically